The Kano State Youth Parliament was established in the year 2012 with members drawn from the 44 local government areas of Kano State. Members were trained in legislative proceedings, leadership, and community development initiatives. The Assembly's leadership structure took the pattern of a normal parliament where we have the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Majority Leader, Deputy Majority Leader, Minority Leader, the Chief Whip, and the rest of them. On the program this week, our focus centers on political awareness of youth in Garko local government area of Kano State. You're welcome to the program Young Parliamentarians. We shall be right back after this short message. I'm Joshua Oguchide, your host. Okay, welcome back. As I've mentioned earlier before the break, the discussion was centered on political consciousness of young minds in Garko local government area of Kano State. And joining me virtually on the program is the Speaker, Kano State Youth Parliament, Right Honorable Aqibu Hamisu. Is also the member representing Garko local government area of Kano State, Center of Commerce. He will be speaking on issues affecting Garko youths, especially as it concerns their political awareness and youth development. Good day and welcome to the program, Mr. Speaker.
Good day, Joshua. Nice to have me in this important program.
Okay. Let me take it from your constituency. What makes you the perfect choice as a representative of the Garko youths?
Well, thank you very much for this question. And as you rightly introduced, my name is Right Honorable Aqibu Hamisu. I'm representing the good young people of Garko local government in the Nigerian Youth Parliament Kano State chapter. And when, as an inception, when the honorable members of Kano State House of Assembly were being given the opportunity to nominate a young person that can come and serve as a youth parliamentarian, laid down certain criteria upon which, based on the discussion the honorable member had with the other members of his caucus, they rated all the young men, and luckily enough, I fit into the criteria laid down to be part of to represent the good people of Garko local government. And it has to do with the track record of some of the youth-related engagement that I am having with the young people, ranging from my involvement in various community development initiatives and many community-driven approach where I engage a young people in trying to understand and participate in the governance process of our very local government area. I think these are some of the rationale behind my nomination to represent my young people in my community.
Mr. Speaker, you eventually emerged as the Speaker of your State Youth Parliament. Tell us more about your emergence.
Well, first of all, I happens to be part of the pioneering members representing various constituencies. They are the first assembly, and as during the first tenure, under the leadership of Right Honorable Bashir Mohammed Makoda, I only serve as the member representing my constituency, even though after a certain time, I was elected as parliamentary secretary, where I keep record and also update the parliament on its proceedings and what have you. And later on, I was elected as a deputy speaker of that very assembly, the first assembly. And then after that, we run the tenure till the end. And in the subsequent tenure, I was re-elected again by my people. And also after we came to the parliament, we conducted an election, and I happens to be elected as the speaker for the second Youth Parliament, Kano State.
Okay. As an academic working with the Kano State College of Education and Preliminary Studies, how do you cope with the Parliament, knowing how tasking your profession is?
Yeah, this is a very good question. You know, academic community are also urged to participate in community development initiatives. And that's one part of even the criteria for the promotion. And then I'm very much passionate, even before joining into the academic institution, been very passionate about community development initiatives. I have been participating in many platforms, networks, and coalitions where I align my thoughts with some of the community-driven initiatives, especially to do with good governance, promoting transparency and accountability, as well as encouraging young people to participate in the government process, because we realize that our young people only participate during the election period. And after the election, they put down their concern and their interest in following up to the legislative and also the executive arm of government and tries to ensure that they deliver the dividend of democracy as it deems. So that's why even before joining the academic community, I am already familiarized myself with the community engagement and also being involved in many platforms, coalitions, and networks. So that's why being an academic member of Kano State College of Education Preliminary Study as a lecturer, it is not much taxing for me to reschedule some of these activities that I am doing with my lectures and with my academic activities. So basically, it's taxing, but with the passion and commitments that I put forward, I am able to manage and also am able to perform very well in all the aspects of the community development that I involve and also in my academic career.
Okay. From your narration, one can say that you're a beneficiary of the Not Too Young to Run bill, and your emergence as a speaker and your leadership structure delineates the main objective of the Not Too Young to Run bill, assented by former President Muhammadu Buhari. Research even shows that the level of youth participation in politics in your state, however, leaves much to be desired. You're a beneficiary of this law. What differences are you making to make sure that young minds benefit from this law and they can be, at your own level, talking about their political consciousness?
Yeah, that's very interesting. I happens to be part of the team that champion the passage of the Not Too Young to Run bill, or advocating for its passage at my state level. I paid an advocacy visit to virtually all the stakeholders. We join the State House of Assembly in amplifying the need for them to assent to the bill, and at the same time we engage the party official of various political party leadership, asking them to ensure that young people have been given what they're supposed to be given in terms of their participation in terms of their participation in their political party positions. And we engage the ruling party as well. We engage the opposition parties. We advocated for that. We ensure that they provide a special provision for young people to get into an elected position, not only the appointment and what have you, not only into SAs and PAs, but they should also be given an opportunity to aspire under the platforms of their political parties. So this has been instrumental because virtually all the political parties, they give chance for the young people to emerge right from the primary elections, and also some of them that were able to secure their secondary elections were being at various positions, right from the chairmanship at various local governments, right from the members, state house of assemblies from various constituencies, and even members of the Federal House of Representatives from some of the local government or constituencies. They were young men and young men that because of that pressure and that continuous engagement and sensitization and calling for the need for young persons to participate not only in election exercise, but he should also be elected into a position so that he can deliver the dividend of democracy, and also they should be given a chance to try their own talents, try their own experiences, to utilize the digital era that we are in transforming the governing system of our dear country. So to much extent, that has really and significantly influenced the decision of some of the political party actors to bring young people on board and also to try them and to tell you that this effort has really give the in so many cases the expected result, because these young men really do well in their constituencies and at various positions that they were given chance to serve our dear states.
Of course, there will be challenges, as you're trying to bring in young minds into governance. What are the major hindrances on your path to conscientize your constituents on political participation?
Yeah, it's really tasking for young people to get involved in the governance process because the system is structured in such a way that it requires large amount of money before you emerge as the candidate for a particular party, and at the same time, if that is not available from your own side, maybe you need to align yourself with a godfather, somebody who owns the party or somebody who can dictate in your favor. And this is the time being, and it's not easy for you as a young person to just be accepted by this kind of godfathers to appoint you or to nominate you or to support in your favor for you to get into any elected position. And sometimes you don't have the financial capacity to run your campaign and at the same time buy for the form from the political party you are interested in, and to do a lot of other things that is really capital intensive in nature. So these are some of the challenges. And another thing, we are not yet consolidated on our unity. Young people who we have the majority of the votes. If you look at the statistic, we have like 51 to 52% of the total vote casted virtually across all positions, right from Mr. President down to the councilor level. But you will see that we don't want to submit these votes to our young person, to our like mind, to our age mate, so that he can emerge victorious. So these are some of the challenges. One, the issue of a capital-intensive nature of our political system. Two, the issue of godfatherism. And then three, is lack of unity even among the young people to support the candidature of young people that aspire into positions. So these are some of the challenges, as I made mention, and it's not cast in stone. We are still working to conscientize our young people that no, you don't need to always join the bigger party, because that is where the rejection is coming. That is where we were denied right from the primary election level. So you can go ahead to bring some new parties, some parties that they don't have much to do.
Thank you very much on the analysis you've given so far. But there are other issues. There is a survey that revealed that 35% of the population in Kano State, an area in the northwest Nigeria, are drug abusers. According to official figures from the NDLEA, unemployment, rampant abject poverty, and lack of education that is fueling the use of hard substances in Kano State. Let's take it from your local government, then the generality, of the state itself.
Well, as you said, this is a report and it's from a reliable source uh, from NDLEA. I cannot go against it because it's the reality on ground. And well, from our own end, we have been advocating for the state government to enact a law establishing a sister organization like that of NDLEA at state level so that we can collaborate and also consolidate on the effort being made by the NDLEA so that we can have our own state machineries that checkmate the excesses of drug abuse, drug dealer, drug supply, and what have you.
What other areas are you looking at to develop your community? We've talked about the prevalent use of anti-substance and now unemployment. Is your assembly deeming it exigent to work with the children parliament with a view to catching them young as regards,
Yeah,
unemployment, drug abuse?
yeah, this is very important aspect because uh, sometimes youth restiveness is what leads to drug abuse and some other forms of social vices, immorality, and what have you. That's why we have been advocating to act for the government to actively engage the young people in the states, not only in my community. And at the same time, at community level, we have been engaging the critical stakeholders at all level to ensure that youth are not being redundant, especially those that finish or graduated from various area of study, to be engaged and to be involved in one kind of economic activities or the other. And at the same time, we have been working closely with the state government to ensure that the entrepreneurship institutions that has been created previously has been put into use so that our young people can be engaged in one kind of entrepreneurship or the other. And at the same time, we are working especially with the local government at local government level to ensure that we educate, we sensitize, and also we encourage issue of self-reliance and starting as small, because it is not that when you graduated you be a burden to your family, to yourself, but when you also engage yourself in one kind of business or economic activities or the other, definitely you are adding value to the economy and you are adding value to yourself, and you are no more a burden to yourself, and you are no more burden to the community you are coming from. And as you rightly asked, the relationship between youth parliament and children parliament, this is very cordial, and we normally been involved anytime the children parliament is about to be set up by the Ministry of Women Affairs, and we participate in selection processes, and at the same time, we even participate as facilitators to train them on certain leadership skills and issue of the parliamentarian processes and what have you. And we let them down to the chamber to go and make the practice of what they have learned during the exercise or during the training session. And it's very important for us to catch them young, because we normally have the problem of poor leadership skills virtually across many levels of our governing processes. That's why we need to inculcate the good habit of leadership skill right when the children are at their younger age, so that they can exemplify the good leadership roles at their own local level, so that when they grow up, they already have the leadership skills instilled in them at any opportunity given to them, they may actually perform better. So this is a continuous process, and we'll continue to engage with them in parliament to ensure that we equip them with the necessary skills required for them to achieve and also to advocate, especially on the issues related to children development in
Thank
the
you very
state.
much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Time
very
now to
much,
go on
Joshua,
another break.
and nice to have me.
Okay, time now to go on another break. Do stay with us. In case you're just joining us, the program is Young Parliamentarians, showing on NTA Parliament, Abuja. You can join the conversation via the platform scrolling on the screen. Back to you, Mr. Speaker. With all these policies, what support are you getting from the government and perhaps certain partners? A quick one.
Yeah, interesting. Youth Parliament or any youth-related organization cannot be just on its own without having a support from the well-meaning as well as the government and even the private sector as well as the donor partners. At our own level, we enjoy the support given to us by the state government, especially through the Ministry of Youth Development, because they are the custodian of the Youth Parliament. And after the selection process, the training and what have you, they handed over the Youth Parliament to the State House of Assembly, where we also continuously been nurtured on the legislative processes and proceedings, and we were given the opportunity to enter into the chamber to have our own proceedings, our own sittings, and also to copy some of what they have been doing, especially issue to do with the oversight function. We monitor government projects, we monitor implementation, and we submit report so that some of the areas we identify there are gaps, there are inefficiencies, we report to the line MDS. And then the relationship is very cordial. And as of then, we were being supported with some stipends for our own transport and other logistic support. And anytime we are having our sitting, the state government budgeted enough fund for us to have the sitting. And we normally have our sitting on an annual basis. So this exercise is colorful and is participated, and we have the support of both the House of Assembly and as well as the executive arm of the government. And from the partners, yes, we have some partners that are also in the promotion of democratic processes, because all this that we are doing is tilted toward promoting democratic processes and also citizen participation in the governing process. And then some partners like SAVI, as of then, which is a DFID funded project here in Kano, We receive a lot of support from them. And also we receive support from OCEAN, which is Organization for Civil and Community Engagement here under the leadership of Razak Al-Khali. And also we receive some support from other sister organizations like Center for Information Technology and Communication, CTAT. And also we also been in partnership with the Kano State Civil Society Forum, where we've been given the platform to showcase our area of expertise, especially following after legislative arm of government as a policy makers or as those that are copying
Thank
the
you, Mr.
policy
Speaker.
makers approach.
Thank you, Mr.
So
Speaker.
these are some of the support that we normally get from the government as well as the partners.
The last question, how often do you meet, and on what platforms can people reach out to you if they want to participate in your proceedings?
Yeah, we normally have our various committees, like we have education committee, health committee, and many more. And these committees normally met on monthly basis to discuss on the program that they plans to execute, especially to do with the policy review, to do with the monitoring of the project implementation and what have you. So on that note, we normally meet on monthly basis. And as I said earlier, our sitting is normally on annual basis. And after we submit what we have resolved as a resolution from the sitting, we normally follow up for the implementation of this resolution. So that exercise of following up and oversight function to monitor some of the ongoing project is what keep us always together and is what keep our activities ongoing. So we can also be reached via our social media handles, and at the same time, we can be reached via the State House of Assembly. We have a desk officer that is responsible for overseeing the entire conduct of the Youth Parliament in the state. So he is like our clerk. So anytime anyone has to do with the Youth Parliament, they can be reached out either directly as a speaker, or it can reach out our office at the State House of Assembly.
That's a good one there, Mr. Speaker. Thanks for featuring on the program, Young Parliamentarian Speaker Hamisu.
Thank you very much, Joshua, and nice to have me. And I appreciate your effort in amplifying the voice of our young people, especially young parliamentarians. Thank you very much, and looking forward for fruitful engagement ahead.
You're welcome. The discussion has been an intriguing one. I must say, this is where we call it today on the program for this week. See you next time on the same channel. We look forward to receiving your feedback through our social media platforms scrolling on your screen. Once again, I'm Joshua Augustine. Bye for now.